one of the 2024 season. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Commanders and the Buccaneers, and it comes your way next.
Here's Thomas Morstead out for the opening kick. And we're off from Tampa. His return starts at the 5. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And leading them out is the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, the number 2 pick in the NFL draft out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
Being drafted in the second round, that put an extra-sized chip on his shoulder. He had 31 other teams in the NFL to prove wrong from that day on. And he's fought his way into the starting role for his first career game, the start of what he expects to be a stellar career.
The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. It's enough for a first down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Daniels on first down. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Tight end in motion left. From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by all. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Again, Daniels to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now Daniels off the play action. Complete. It's Ingram.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
Bullock's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And leading them out to the number 1 overall pick in this year's draft out of USC, a player with immense promise, Caleb Williams.
Being drafted in the second round, that put an extra-sized chip on his shoulder. He had 31 other teams in the NFL to prove wrong from that day on. And he's fought his way into the starting role for his first career game, started what he expects to be a stellar career.
Fights off the tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And the Buccaneers scoop it up. Did not want to start like that. They get their shot to show what they can do, and they cough it up immediately, and they're off the field in one play.
Did you see what I saw there, Kate? I think I saw the excitement leave their body as somebody else was on top of that fumble. If you're the type to believe in omens, well, this is a very worrying start to this game.
Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their second drive coming up. And their last drive did end in points, not as many as they... So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Williams to throw on first. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Williams. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. First time this game they've looked to him. And 4th and 4 coming up. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Wow, beautiful punt there. They have them backed up all the way to the 2-yard line. So the Buccaneer offense getting out there for their second drive. And they'll have to go just about every bit of 100 yards to reach the end zone. That punt sets them up at their own 2. Getting out to his left. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Again, this is Mitchell. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
He's got Watson. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the 21. Catch is made by Elijah Mitchell. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Daniels now. Cut by Diggs. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. They motion a receiver left. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Gets this one to Watson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That's incomplete left side. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Play fake here, Daniels. This is hauled in by Ingram. And this one does not go far.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Complete beyond the marker. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Ready to go with our second quarter. Buccaneers with the ball and a chance to score. Mitchell has the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 9-point advantage. Justin Tucker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers make it a 10-point ball game. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Commanders and running back Austin Eckler headed back to the field. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First carry now for Austin Eckler. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
That throw finds Pickens. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Mitchell gets it from the gun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Completed over the middle. This is ahead for about 5. Riley Moss with that tackle. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Daniels. He lost the football. Oh, and they get it back. The play's still live. And he'll get it up to the 44. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here's Daniels. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the 1st.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
They'll start the drive with Eckler. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Williams from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
And he'll get it up to the 27.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Buccaneers headed out. Elijah Mitchell headed out with them. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. On first down, here's Daniels. And he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Mitchell up the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Here's Mitchell again. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. He's contained at the line for no gain. Tackle made by Juwan Bentley. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for third down. Handoff here to Mitchell. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks instead. Well, the defense is energized with that stop.
So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And he gets this up to the 20 before being stopped. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Commanders in possession. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Off the play fake, Williams. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Hit by T.J. Edwards. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
The best defenses, you can go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. So that brings up 2nd down. Now Daniels to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd and long for him here. Digs there to bring it in. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Tucker's kick is up and good. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders set to take over. They trail 13-0 here as they go in search of their opening score. First down throw by Williams. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the pistol, Williams. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Dante Jackson takes it away. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. Their first drive of the new campaign netted a field goal. Now let's see if they can bump that up to a touchdown on drive number 2. Daniels on first down. Complete. It's Ingram. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 31. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Every once in a while, sure, a pass, it can go for a negative yard. But lose that much, I promise you, that call will never come up on the call sheet again.
They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. He's on the move, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And they're going to have to regroup after this one.
Awareness. That's what I call it, Kate. Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. 3rd and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or throw it away, but don't take a sack in that situation.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they come away with some points on that series. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. He's back to throw. And the man is there to knock that away. That brings us to our first halftime of the new season. Now we'll keep it in-state, but send you a couple hours away to our buddy in Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Well, I hope everybody was lightning quick, ready to grab a refill or a bite to eat, because no halftime report this week. Everyone's set to get the 3rd quarter underway. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Commanders and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Ball at the 33 for first down. Working from the gun, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley. Offense to the line for second down. Now the shotgun give to Eckler. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. All right, here we go, second down. From the 34. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Tackle made by Jeff Okudah. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. He has the first over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Williams to throw on first. It's complete to Higbee. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Option play, here's a give to Eckler. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Trying to run in, Eckler. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he's brought down for a loss.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Butkus, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary.
And the defender comes away with it. Jamel Dean makes the play.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Play fake here, Daniels. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field, incomplete. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And now it's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. They're set up at the 35 now. They send a tight end in motion. And this is Mitchell. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
not by all. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Then he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
I'll say this, unless you're committed to going for it on 4th down, I just don't see why you throw it there. Just power it forward for half a yard and reset those chains, then take your shots further down the field.
Brings it in at the 12. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And turnovers, well, we all know, never okay for the players, certainly not okay in a coach's eye. And with as many as they've had here, Brock, gonna be tough to play these highlights back after this game.
Yeah, tough but essential, Kate, because watching these plays, this is the difference between good and great. I got to be around Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning didn't watch his highlights. He watched his sacks, he watched his interceptions. He wanted to critique himself through these difficult circumstances. And when you do, you can become a Hall of Famer like Peyton.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Williams on the play action. That finds Ayuk, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think, a yard or 2 short of the 20 here. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Williams from the gun. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down too. Excellent work. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find...
Todd Bowles did not like what he saw, and he's thrown the challenge flag. Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You've got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down. To throw is Williams. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Hunter on now, and he gets into this one. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Buccaneers and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Digs there to bring it in. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Tackle made by Jawan Bentley. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Now Daniels off the play action. Catch made by Mitchell. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They just get the play off. This finds Mitchell, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So no return on that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punt, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when, just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Offense to the line for second down. Now here's Williams. Connects with the open man downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 30 yards on that one. And the Commanders will have a first. Here's Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Brought in by Ayuk. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd and just 2 to go. Trying the inside handoff to Eckler. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
They'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Second down now, 7 to go. Working from the gun, Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now they're going to have to figure out this third down. Off the play fake, Williams. Bails out of the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Daniels on first down. This finds all complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 31. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well. They kick the running back in motion. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Again, Daniels to the air. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. They send a receiver in motion right. Out of the gun, Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Motioning him from the slot right. 2nd down and 10. Daniels. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And that brings up 4th and long. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this one sails out. No return on the punt. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. 1st down throw by Williams. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st down, Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Williams to throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Williams from the gun. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. From the gun, it's Daniels. Watson with the catch. And this one doesn't go far. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. The give now to Mitchell. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8. Here's Daniels. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Well, that throw, Kate, pretty clean out of his hand. Just looked like it didn't get through the defense clean enough. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
Bullock's kick is good. And that will add to their score. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now this offense ready to head back out. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. It's complete to Higbee. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. Williams to throw on first. That finds Ayuk, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. He gets it complete to Josh Reynolds. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. So it'll be second down. Williams set to pass. Left side secured by Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They'll throw it again. Hits his running back. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. Completed to Reynolds. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. Out of the pistol, Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. It's second and goal. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Third and goal, it's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards. Sound the cannons, baby. The Buccaneers win it here in Tampa. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Buccaneers winners, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.